In 13.10, Twitch jungle possibly got one of the biggest nerfs it's ever had in a very long time. Opposed to like the bad clearing and everything, but just like the general playstyle got a very big nerf, and I'll get into that very, very soon. But first, I just want to wish you guys a good morning, evening, not whichever one fits, shit like that. So yeah, what I'm gonna get into now is what happened and what you could do instead, okay? But first, what happened is basically that the minion wave arrives about 10 seconds earlier. So as you guys know, I was a big promoter of the do red, gank opposite side jungle, or I mean lane. So like as an example, on blue side, you would take red and then gank top. But the problem with this now is that even if you do it in a very, very early, you do it very, very fast, you're still going to arrive quite late. So to simulate my junglers leashing me, I'm going to smite it once. And then I'm going to find the cooldown to reset it again. Right, so you would smite it again and then start pathing. And what would usually happen before is that the wave would arrive about 2:10. But now it arrives about 2 minutes. Right, so you can see already now I'm pathing here. The wave has already arrived. So like at this point here, the wave will be coming in. But now it's arrived already because the wave now arrives at 2 minutes as opposed to 2:10. And this is a huge nerf because a lot of the time now people are going to be level 2 before the time you arrive. If not, you're barely going to make it in time. Which makes this a lot higher risk as opposed to what it used to be. Okay, so this was a nerf I would assume to other junglers doing the level 3 into bot lane or something. And then arriving quite early, but it hit Twitch jungle just as hard, if not harder, than regular junglers, just because of how bad the clear is. So you need to be really aware of this now that the wave arrives earlier, especially on blue side as I'm playing now, because then usually you do cross jungle into top side, and then gank the top laner as I just showed now. But that, as I said, isn't very viable anymore. However, on the red side, if you do red into bot, I think that is still viable simply because of how volatile the bot lane is and the fact that they can still... they still don't reach level 2 quite as fast as top lane, right? Because they only need first wave in 1 minion, whereas bot lane needs first wave and 3 minions on the second wave to reach level 2. So if you're going to do this on red side, I think you're going to have more success still. However, on this side now, one of the things I would recommend, and something you might see other people have done already, is that as opposed to just doing the cross gank, what you would do instead is you are going to do red into a full clear bot side. Although it's just an option, right? I'm just showing you guys options as opposed to what you can do here. I haven't played that much Twitch jungle, which is I didn't even notice this for the longest time, simply because of that. But it's something I've been noticing when I've been playing Twitch jungle now, and I do plan on playing Twitch jungle when I come back in about 2 weeks now, because I'm leaving for work. And then, if you guys are interested, you can come up my stream, and I'll probably be playing Twitch jungle every single day. I've been trying it a bit now. Have with not that much success on lower elo accounts, simply because my mentor is not able to deal with everything. So obviously what I'm showing now is that I've leveled my Q, which I would say is a mistake, because what you want to do is you want to level your E and W, so you would have your W and E, because then you can cascade and attack all of these. And then you will take this camp after taking red. You can still smite red buff, right? And then basically what you're going to do is just you're going to full clear this, get level 3. And after you've done that, you're going to go down here. And then clear your golems. And then you can look for a bot lane gank. But you obviously have to look at your laners, like what they're playing. Some champions might be playing someone that does like very aggressive pushes, like Seraphine, Sona or something. Like they're obviously going to push in the opponents very fast, right? And then it's not going to be viable anymore. But getting level 3 really fast and then going into a bot lane gank, you're going to be there about the time that they hit level 2 or slightly or roughly a bit after. So this is what I would then recommend to try, is you just do red, clear these 3 camps, and then go bot lane because you're going to be level 3, right? And then go into a gank. So that's one of the things I could recommend doing now because of this nerf that has happened. Otherwise, you can still obviously try the top lane thing, but I do find that doing this 3-side clear is fine, because alternatively you can try and gank top lane, or you'll have about 350 gold, which means you can reset buy a long sword, and then continue clearing and just play for a bit later. Obviously, looking for early cheeses and an early kill is nice, or forcing summoners is always an option, right? So whatever you want to do, I'm just showing you guys an option as was what you can do here, as well as just making you aware that taking red into top lane is going to be a lot harder now, or has been a lot harder now since 13.10. So yeah, just an option here: red, wolves, or raptors, golems, and then bot lane. Or alternatively top lane after. But again, I do think if you're playing red side on this here, you can still do red into bot, because you are going to have a bit more success given the fact that they don't usually hit level 2 as fast as top lane do. But doing it for the top laner is going to be slightly worse now. Anyways, this has been my fast video. Hope you guys continue to have a good morning, evening, night, whichever one fits, shit like that. I apologize for the bit messy commentary here, but I hope my message came across. So yeah, take care. Peace.